Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Troy with DDM's Realm, and I got a quick video here for you. We're going to do a little commentary on the RP bonus weekend stuff that they're doing now that the RP system has changed. If you haven't already, throw me a subscribe, become a patron, and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I really appreciate any and all support I can get. So I have zeroed out my RP points, and then we're going to go to the guild hall here and take the quest where you have to kill 100 beasts in your guild hall. That way we have a really good idea of how much RP we're getting per kill or per 100 kills, how long that's going to take, and we can get an idea of how long it'll take to get the RP that we are told that can be earned for the RP weekend of 40,000. Let's talk a little bit about this new RP bonus weekend. Alright, so the new RP system I really do like quite a bit. It is great to be able to refine anything and everything that you have down into one pool that you can use on any item however you'd like. And then you can tweak that so you're using the exact amount of RP that you need for something versus accidentally going over or whatever. If you're like me, you probably used to save up all of your stones. You'd have your alts use leadership to get lots of bags so you could pop more stones, save them in the bank, put them on alts, and then wait for the 2 times RP weekend and actually use those stones during that RP weekend. You could use the synergy bonuses for the same types of artifacts on top of the same types of artifacts into the same types of artifacts. You could do primary hands into primary hands, secondary hands into secondary hands. So if you use the synergies and saved up your stuff, you could easily do 5, 6, 7 million worth of RP bonus on that weekend because you're using these synergies, you're using what you've saved up. And that's gonna, we'll just call a baseline of 5 million. I know that every RP weekend that I had the 2 times, I'd easily do probably 10 million because I'd use synergies. When you go up to the top end of the artifacts, it was like 2.5 million per artifact, and you'd put 4 in there, so it was like 10 million per upgrading just the artifacts. So that doesn't include other synergies you might get and what else you might save. So I think 5 million is probably a pretty good way to say, bam, that's a baseline that we can go on for an RP weekend. So that gives us something to work with here. So with that being a tenth of that, that means you can get 500,000. So you used to be able to get roughly 500,000 if you planned and prepared between the 2 times weekends to get the RP for your character. However, now they said that there is a cap of 40,000. So that is less than 10% of what you maybe would be able to do in the previous style system. Now it was a lot more complicated, use a lot more bank space, a lot more difficult, and you could literally spend hours just sitting at your bank upgrading and doing synergy stuff like that. So that part is streamlined and it's nice. However, these bonus RP weekends now, I'm going to show you that they aren't even close to what they used to be. Now I appreciate that they exist, but hopefully some developers are listening. Hopefully you guys can talk to them, and maybe we can get this thing buffed up a little bit. So as you see here, we're about done with our 100 kills. So there we have it. There's 100 kills in about 10 minutes. Kind of a pretty standard thing. You could run around in the guild or any other place that you can usually kill stuff like the elemental areas and get that kind of kill count per hour no matter really what you are. So let's take a look and see what we've got. So we earned 176 RP in that last 10 minutes. So if you break that down, that's 1,056 an hour that we can earn at that pace, which actually means it's going to take us almost 40 hours, not quite, 38 hours to get 40,000 RP in the weekend. That's our cap, and that's all we can do. Whereas in the 2 times weekends, we used to be able to do an unlimited amount. So if the developers are out there, if you guys could help me out, throw out your ideas, comment below, maybe how we could make this a little bit better. Because once people realize that this is really not very helpful, they're not going to get the influx of players like they want. So if we could get like maybe 40,000 a day cap, and these sped up by the rate we get it by 3, 4, 5 times, then it would be equivalent to the old system. Plus, you'd really pull in the players. You get tons of people in here for the weekend, really trying to crank out and upgrade their characters, and you'd get them playing when you wanted to play. Well, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, follow me, subscribe, become a patron, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I really appreciate it. Until next time, play smarter, not harder.